You never know when a disaster could strike, so being prepared is always a very good idea. Safety expert Emily Brandwin is here to share some tips that could help. Hi, Emily.
Hey, Elsa. Thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be in Baltimore because I have tons of family here.
Oh, that is great. I am happy to have you here. So tell me, why is being prepared for an emergency so very important?
It's so important to be prepared because when a disaster should hit, it's the last thing you want to think about is what should I do? And if you're prepared, you don't have to think about that. When I worked at the CIA, the most important thing they taught us was to be prepared for the unexpected, the expected, and everything in between. And if 2020 taught us anything, it's that we really, really need to be prepared. We had 30 named storms. We had 13 hurricanes. 12 of them hit land. I live on the West Coast, so we had fires. There were floods, there were tornadoes, earthquakes. We really need to be prepared because 2021 is going to be just like 2020, and 2022 will be just like that as well. So have a plan and let's be prepared so you have that peace of mind when or if disaster should strike.
Definitely good advice. And I'm also wondering, what is the number one thing to consider for the household?
Think power, because it's the one thing you lose when a disaster hits. And you want to be able to keep those devices plugged in and the lights on. And with EcoFlow's Delta Portable Power Station, it provides power anywhere, anytime you need it. It's solar powered, so you can simultaneously charge up to 13 devices, and not just your cell phone and your laptop, but also home appliances and workshop tools, and you can recharge them from 0 to 80% in an hour when being recharged, which to me is total peace of mind because it's the first thing you think about is like, I need to call somebody on my cell phone, and if you're losing battery powered, there's that panic of how am I going to stay connected?
Yes, we definitely all know that panic. So what are other tools that we should consider when making an emergency plan then?
For me, it's also to think about those things that really hit close to home. One of those things that can't be replaced. And for me, and for I think so many folks, it's really those photos. And you can really stay ahead of natural disasters, and you can keep all those irreplaceable photos and records safe with Epson's Fast Photo FF680W wireless scanner. And it can scan thousands of photos as fast as 1 per second. But not just the front of the photo, the back of the photo. I have tons of photos where my mom or my grandma put, funny notes on the back or just told me where the photos are. And the back of the photo to me is almost as important as the front. It's all those memories, and you can upload them to the cloud, which is great, so you can stay connected with family when they're far away. I have family in Baltimore. I live in LA. I can upload the photos. They can share their memories with me, and I can share them with them. And what's nice is, because it's National Preparedness Month, it's a good opportunity to take stock of where all those important documents are, whether it's your car title, your insurance, a lease to your home, your social security card, birth certificates. Scan all of those documents. It's an easy way to organize them, all those important documents, and you can keep them safe and out of harm's way. If disaster should hit and you're going to need to access those documents, you know where they are, so you don't have to scramble. You have that peace of mind that I know they're digitized, I know that they're safe, and you can really access them when you need it.
That's definitely a great reminder, Emily. Anything else that we need to know to keep our family safe in the house?
It's super old school, but I think we don't always think about it. Have a first aid kit and make sure it's up to date. Because some of us, if we have a first aid kit, it could be like years old and have like dust on top of it. So go through it, make sure it's up to date. If you have medicine in there, make sure it isn't expired. Otherwise, the medicine is purely decorative. And so you want to make sure that anything in there is also fully stocked. Because if you actually need your first aid kit, you want to make sure that you have access to it and it's all there. So make sure you do that as well. And also have 3 or 4 days of water stored up. Keep it in your garage or your basement, because if you need water, you want to make sure you have that.
All right, and where can we go to learn more?
You can get a little bit more information on Tips on TV, and also you can say hi to me on Twitter at CIA Spy Girl. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them too.
Emily Brandwin, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.